Robin.
Holy hole in a donut!
Or maybe a bit more like Bert and Ernie.
Hey, Bert.
This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
It's Luke and Lewis, and we're here to say we've got a great show planned today.
Yes, just like Bert and Ernie, they also had a great show. We kicked them out, now we're here.
I'm sorry, did you just gloss over me rhyming?
Huh?
Did you not even notice that I rhymed the start of the show, man?
What'd you say?
It's Luke and Lewis, and we're here to say we've got a great show today.
You just rhyme
Saying today. And you glossed over it. I put a lot of effort into
Was
that,
I supposed to be impressed?
No, yeah. We have a good show today, and there'll be a lot more rhyming. We're going to be talking about radio.
But yet you couldn't think of a rhyme even then. I saw you trying.
I gave it a go. It didn't go well on the show. We're going to be talking about Valentine's Day and our date that we're organising for Radio Mike,
Yes.
who desperately needs a date. He's been bugging us all week. Can you please find me a date for Valentine's Day? And we've finally done it for you, mate.
A segment in which he does not rate. Go to a song.
Luke and Lewis. And we are doing this.
I wasted time instead of learning, so I've got gaps in my knowledge.
I missed that. No, I actually don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Yes, so this is Gaps in Your Knowledge is the segment where we talk about just gaps that in your knowledge that you didn't know that you had.
Well, occasionally you go through your whole life and you realise in adult life that you've completely missed the day that everyone learnt that at school.
Yeah.
One was, for me, a classic was, last time it was, I realised that I'd been pronouncing the car company Peugeot Peugeot my entire life because I just read it. It has a silent T at the end if you've never seen it written.
Yeah.
And I just pronounced it as I thought it read.
I'm not sure that does need to be taught in schools, but...
Well, they should teach you how to not pronounce T's sometimes.
So now we're going to take a look at a gap in my knowledge that I actually noticed is in everyone I've spoken to's knowledge as well.
I think just like our society in general has missed this.
Yeah, so I've realised that I have no idea what I've been eating at the sushi place that I go to every single day.
It's really concerning.
I've been eating the same thing like every day for about 2 weeks now since we changed time slots, and I have no idea what it's called. And I realised this because I tried to order it without pointing.
So usually you don't say what you want, you just point at the display. Like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you go, I want that.
Yeah, I want that one. Like I'm 5 years old because originally what I'm after is I'm after salmon on top of rice, right? Which I've now found out is called salmon sushi. But I thought.
But you didn't take a punt that it was called that?
No, because I thought sushi was the hand rolls, like the covered in seaweed.
Right.
I thought this was something else. So I normally I just order it by pointing because I saw Radio Mike have it. I said, "Oh, that looks awesome. What's that?" And he went, "Oh, I don't know. I just point at it." I was like, "Cool. I'll give that a go." I went and pointed at it.
So not even Mike knows as well.
No, nobody knows. So then today I tried to go there and order it, but it wasn't there. And there was no photos of it, so I had no pointing ability. But I was like, oh, I know what this is. So I was like, hey, can I get some salmon sashimi? And the guy went, yes. I'm like, cool, I've ordered something. And he goes, I just need to go and cut
Did
it up
you
for you.
read salmon sashimi on the board?
Well, I know sashimi is like cut up fish or something.
Right, so you just took a complete stab in the dark thinking sashimi meant rice.
It's a word that I've heard before come out of Japanese people's mouths. I just said it and I didn't know what was going to happen. So we went out the back. I'm like, oh, there's cutting involved with this meal. I think I'm on the right track. And then he came back and he gave me this, which is just pieces of salmon.
You just ordered fish.
Yeah.
You could have just gone to the fish and chip shop across the road and got the same
I
thing.
just got salmon. I don't know why you had to call this salmon sashimi. You're really wasting words.
It's just cut up salmon.
Hi, can I get salmon?
Well, you
Yes.
came upstairs complaining about this. You're like, oh, I ordered the wrong thing. This isn't fair. And then another lady in the office, Brooke, actually said, oh, yeah, where'd you go to get it? And then you explained the story and she said, oh, yeah, I don't know what that's called either. I just point at it.
Yeah.
No one knows what salmon is called.
Yeah.
Well, it's just called salmon sushi. Now we know, only because we Googled it.
I think because everyone thinks that sushi means the hand rolls.
Yeah, it's a common misconception, but sushi is actually just fish and rice.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. You've learned something. I've just closed that gap in your knowledge.
Yeah.
You're very welcome. Coming up later is some more songs. It's Luke and Lewis.
What?
Now, the Winter Olympics are on at the moment, Luke,
Yeah.
and what's interesting to me is I think the Winter Olympics is the more exciting of the Olympics, because I think snow just makes everything cooler.
Yeah, it's because some of the summer sports you kind of see, like they just play swimming on TV all the time, and you kind of can watch swimming really whenever.
I watch swimming at the pool. I
Yeah.
never get to see snow sports
Well,
in
in Australia, it's very exciting, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I think because you only get to see like these sports like once every 4 years, like the luge or, you know, skiing and stuff. I've been watching it all night. I
The
went
luge
home.
is amazing, man. Someone gets into a giant snow rocket and pushes it down a hill. That's insane.
It's just intense bobsledding. That's what it is. It's bobsledding, like it's professional bobsledding.
Yeah.
Someone actually just watched a kid go down a hill in a sled and was like,
So I could do that.
Yeah, but way
with
faster.
the potential to kill myself.
yeah.
So what I was thinking is, really, I reckon we should pick a few sports that are not traditionally played in the snow.
Well, we
Add some
realised
ice in.
that half of these sports really are just winter versions of summer games anyway. Like
Yeah.
speed skating is essentially just running on ice.
Yeah,
That's what it
exactly.
is.
Yeah.
So we think there's more summer games sports that really should have been in the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would love to see ice sprinting. So no skates. You just get Usain Bolt wearing cleats or something.
Just slipping around.
Yeah, and just send him down the ice.
It'd just be by the end just like a crawling race. Like who can get to the end.
It might be thin in some areas.
Yeah.
You could fall in. It'd be a strategic game.
Could have very, yes, pothole. What, added in potholes just for extra difficulty.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could
Well,
handicap
how
it.
about you could have them running through the ice, and then behind them you could have the shot put guys chucking rocks into the ice, and if one lands near you, you're going in.
Any athletic sport would have no place in the Winter Olympics. Pole vault would be dangerous.
You just slip across the ice.
Yeah. What about they recently added golf into the Olympics?
Yeah.
How do you reckon that would go on ice?
I don't think that should be in the Olympics at all. But yeah, golf on ice, you just swing and fall on your face.
Yeah.
I like water polo under the ice. Everyone's got a scuba tank. That'd be good.
They'd have to wear wetsuits. It'd be very cold.
Yeah, it would be. You know, really warm wetsuits, the danger of hypothermia. I reckon
Yeah.
it'd make the sport very exciting.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't think there'd be many. You know what? That'd be one of the few sports we could probably get a gold medal in. Because
Yeah.
we'd be one of the 10 people in Australia putting our hands up to do the scuba diving water polo.
Yeah, we don't really participate in many winter sports. I
No.
think we came 28th in the latest luge race.
Yeah. Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Ugh.
28th. I don't even know there was
You know
that
what I
many
realised?
people
Yeah.
racing.
You know why people go, like, oh, Australia's so bad at the Winter Olympics? Because we don't have snow.
No.
What do you mean? Even if you're in a place in Australia where it does snow, you can only train for 6 months a year,
Yeah.
max.
Yeah.
And then you have to either go overseas or just roll down a hill
Yeah.
for the other 6 months.
Meanwhile, Canada comes along. There's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I've been skiing.
How's he going to train? Oh, I'm going to go tobogganing today at a fun park. Like, that's like
But I was thinking the best event to hold in the snow would
Yeah.
be the triathlon.
Yeah.
But you don't really put any summer events in. You just combine a bunch of Winter Olympics. I think I have the perfect trio for the
also
triathlon.
existing Winter Olympic sports.
Oh yeah, because the triathlon, it's just combining three sports that kind of don't really relate to each other anyway, like swimming, biking. It's
Yeah.
the only thing that relates is distance. So I reckon the things that connect these three is snow. So you start the triathlon with a bit of figure skating.
So like the dancing one.
Yeah, dancing on ice. So you got your
So they
partner,
do a quick
she's in
samba and
Yeah.
then head on over
Yeah.
to what?
and then you head over to the luge.
Yeah, and obviously that one's judged.
Yeah, yeah. So
Right, so
you
everyone
get
will rock
judged.
up to the luge at the same time then.
Well,
Or no, a way you could cheat that is just pick a really quick song, get it
Yeah.
over and done with quick.
Yeah,
and then you
exactly.
go down the luge.
yeah, or you could waltz incredibly fast,
Okay.
and then you go on the luge.
There's already problems with this, but continue.
You jump in the luge,
Yeah.
right? Obviously, you take your ice skates off before you get in the luge. You don't need to cut up your partner's ankles.
Yeah.
And then when you finish the luge race, you get your dogs, you attach them to the luge, dog sledding.
Is that even a sport in the Olympics?
Yes, I can't believe it.
What?
Yeah.
Do the dogs get medals?
No,
Oh, it's like horse racing. It's like equestrian. The person does no work.
that's an absolute outrage.
Yeah.
Next time I see luge dog bobsledding, I'm going to boycott it.
I've been boycotting it for 21 years. That hasn't been a problem. I didn't know it existed.
It doesn't. Luke and Lewis. Luke and Lewis, and today we're doing this.
Relax on the beach.
Or go for a hike.
Have a picnic or fly a kite. You could win a date with Radio Mike. I said you could win a date with Radio Mike. Yeah. a date with Radio Mikey, me likey.
So, Win a Date with Radio Mike is probably our most popular segment we have ever done.
Yes, lots of feedback overnight, all positive, and lots of people wanting to date our panel guy, our button pusher, Radio Mike. Pushes the buttons for our show, and boy oh boy, he does a great job over there. And didn't realise how many adoring fans you had.
Yeah, and some of the most positive feedback we got was actually from Mike himself, who is absolutely desperate for a date, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, I'm more than happy to sit Valentine's Day out. I don't care for it, to be honest. Never have, never will. Not interested in this segment at all.
Very defensive over there.
This
Guys,
is just like when you
ignore him.
denied-
He comes on air and he pretends he doesn't want us to do this, but behind the scenes is like, hey, so can we read the applications now? Like,
Yeah, like, mate, I'm
Well,
sick
that
of you.
didn't happen at all.
all
I'm
right,
sick
well,
of you lying on the shows. Yesterday you said you weren't wearing short shorts, and when you clearly were. And you
Today
are
didn't
again
even
today.
rock up wearing pants. All right, so yesterday, yes, this is a thing we were running. You can, listeners of this show can win a date with Radio Mike. We said overnight, send in your applications and why you wanted to win a date with Radio Mike. Boy, oh boy, were we inundated with people.
Yes, you've got a lot of fans, mate.
Turns out it wouldn't have been hard for you to get a date anyway. All you had to do was just put it on a national radio show, and that's it. That's all you have to do, Mike. Here are the applications now. I've all sorted into the top 3 applications just because there were so many. I've got the 3 best ones, and then
this is like,
I think, does Mike get to choose, or do we choose for him?
Well, I think that Mike can have a little bit of input, but the final decision is upon us as custodians of Radio Mike. We decide who he hangs out with and who he dates.
So I've broken down the applications into the top 3. There were so many, I couldn't read them all on air. So here are my 3 favourite applications. Each person wrote in why they want to date you, Mike. And I guess you kind of get a preference here, but we really decide in the end who you go on a date with tomorrow.
It's like a low-budget version of The Bachelor, but Osher Ginsburg gets to choose who you marry.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a good show. All right, the first one. Hit the music, Mike. Ooh, the first one is from Rao.
Oh, wow.
And he said, can I date Radio Mike, please? There's so many things I like about Mikey, a love heart. He has soft lips and great taste in short shorts. Ooh. Now, I'm not sure how bad he knows about those soft lips, but Mike, do you have some explaining to do?
No.
Have you already gone on a date with Rao?
Nope. I
No?
have no involvement in this at all.
Oh, okay, right. So, thoughts on Rao? Is there anything that rules Rao out?
Let's also. Who else is there?
All right, second application. Ooh. This next one's from Will. And Will writes in and says, boys, I'd love to go on a date with Mike. That hat is the only thing that keeps me going in life. I like his sense of humour, his engagement with the show, and that he makes money. I need me that sugar daddy money.
I think you might be a little bit mistaken.
I think yesterday we talked up about how much money you made on Triple M Modern Digital's generous salary. So he's really only in it for the money. Is
I
that
actually
kind of...
didn't mind that. He talked me up a lot, so...
yeah, but he's only in it for the money, though.
Yeah, do you really want to gold digger, man?
Do you really want to be Will's sugar daddy?
No, but I won't be.
So far it has been 2 male submissions, and you generally date girls, but that's fine.
Well, he also hasn't really put up an objection to men in
That's true.
particular.
I'd prefer... Well, I do exclusively date girls, just to put it out there, but,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Were there any girls?
Yeah, there
could
are. This
change.
next one's from a girl. Okay, this next one is from Liz. Ooh, Liz wrote in, Mike looks like the human version of Shrek. Definitely my kind of guy. And then she said, Mike can push my buttons any day.
That's great. Is that the whole message?
That's the whole message.
That's great.
She wants to date
Are
you.
you sure this girl's name isn't Fiona?
Yeah. Is that a Shrek joke?
Yes, it was. I've done it. You're welcome, everyone.
All right, Mike, what are we thinking? All great submissions. I think you want to date them all, and perhaps we might have to do this segment over 3 days, but there can only be one. Who are you thinking?
I'm leaning towards Rao. I like Rao.
I like the fact that he did mention your soft lips. Ken
Yeah.
confirmed. Quite a gentle touch. Don't
You
ask
guys
me how
been
I know
dating
that.
behind the scenes. So what do you think? What do you think, Luke?
Oh, look, I think Mike is leaning towards Liz at this point just because I don't think he really wants to take... I mean, look, Will, I don't like that he was in it for the money.
No,
I don't think... I want people to be dating Mike for his good looks and personality.
Yeah.
I'm not into... Yeah, look,
which he has in abundance.
yes, but money, which he does not have in abundance. So
How do you know?
that's true. You could have a massive trust fund. I just know for a fact you work 5 days a week on this show, so I just assume...
If you're getting paid anything similar to us.
Yeah.
I think I make more than you guys.
I think... Oh, it's not hard. You're bragging about it. It's probably still less than most people. All right. We need to make a decision, Mike.
What are you thinking, Mike?
Bring up the love music again for your decision.
Oh, God.
What's your preference? Hang on, wait till the music. It's way better. Ooh.
Yes, this is good.
Now make the decision.
It's not really rejection music, though, is it?
If I have to do this, which I'm still considering whether I'm coming to work or not, and I don't know who's going to panel the show if I don't. But if I have to do this,
Probably Rao.
I think I'd have to go with Liz.
Why Liz?
Purely because she's a girl.
You
And
sexist.
also-
You sexist pig.
She said she did put out the offer that you could push her buttons any day, and
That's
you were
true.
probably like,
Mike
"Oh
loves
well,
pushing buttons.
you do."
Only for work purposes, guys.
I don't believe that for a second. All right, after the break, we're going to be chatting about what we have in store for you tomorrow on your big date.
You excited, mate?
Nah.
Too bad, because we're doing it next. Luke and Lewis.
Relax on the beach,
Or go for a hike.
have a picnic or fly a kite. You could win a date with Radio Mike. I said you could win a date with Radio Mike. Yeah. A date with Radio Mikey. Me likey.
That's right. So this segment is where we are organising a Valentine's Day date for our panel operator, Radio Mike. He's been begging us for weeks in the lead up to Valentine's Day to organise a date for him.
Please assist me in my love life on national radio, guys. Please. And we've been like, no, Mike, stop. It's not going to be that funny. And then finally, the pestering we got to us and we said, hey, fine, we'll make an opener. We'll do 3 days of trying to get you a date.
Yeah, it's like, look,
Much to our disgust.
We'll organise you a date. Just please stop wearing short shorts in the studio.
But yet he's still wearing short shorts.
The disrespect. So, we've organised a partner for Radio Mike. We've decided to go...
She applied to go on a date with Radio Mike. Her name's Liz. The main reason why we gave her the date was because she was the only girl who applied. And also, she said that she wants Mike to push her buttons.
Yes.
So we like the
thoughts?
wordplay.
Of all the entries, definitely the most creative. I did laugh a bit.
Yeah.
That's good. So what we need to figure out now, Luke, is how's this date going to go?
Well, everyone knows there's 4 critical elements to a first date.
Yes.
That's outfit, ambience,
Yep.
catering, and date activity.
Yes, the 4 critical elements. I think ambience will probably be the most important one.
Yes.
So we need to split up who's covering what. I think we should get 2 things each.
Yep.
And then it'll just be our responsibility, and then Mike can just sit back, look pretty, and wear short shorts.
I've got great ideas for outfits,
Yep.
and you kind of just hinted at it then. And I've also got some strong ambience choices.
Yep.
Are you happy to take catering and main date activity?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Because date activity could make or break the date.
Yeah. It really
It's a lot of
could.
responsibility on your part.
Yeah, but I feel very, very confident. I've actually looked up a bunch of first date activities
Yeah.
on the internet during the song.
Hopefully you've thrown them
Got
all
it.
away and got nice and creative.
Yep.
Nope. Yeah, I didn't. You're like,
Well,
oh, I was
I've got a
just
few
gonna go with-
examples to list here, and then I'll just come up with something on myself.
Okay, so here's me. I'm thinking that outfit. Well, I'm not going to say what you're going to be wearing because that'll be a surprise for tomorrow.
Today is all about theorizing, and tomorrow, when we've had our theories and we've had time to plan, that'll be the real deal.
Ambience, I think you'll really like it. I'm not sure if you'll like the outfit, but I know Liz will. But I'm not sure. But I think ambience you'll both like because ambience is important because it sets the mood. It sets the tone of the entire date.
Yeah. I mean, I hate when I walk into a place, I'm like, oh, the ambience is
Yeah.
off. You know, you really need some good ambience.
Yeah, I'm not going to put Slipknot in the background. That could ruin the date just right from the start. Perhaps something more I don't know.
Mozart.
Yeah. Mozart's good.
I can say
I was more thinking Enya or something like.
Oh, yeah.
Sail away.
Well, I don't know who that is. But I've never been on a date where Mozart's been playing, so...
Oh, well,
not sure.
that's why you need one desperately.
Clearly,
more Mozart in your
clearly
life.
you need to go out more, mate. And the one thing that will be crucial to the date is we do want Radio Mike to be wearing a wire. So
Yes.
you're going to have a little headphone in, right? And we're going to be talking through you, like through your ear throughout the entire date in case you get stuck. We'll be giving you conversation tips. We'll be really telling you what to say throughout this whole date.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah. All right.
Reluctantly.
I reluctantly agree.
All right. Well, just before we go to a song, I've got a couple of date activities that I did find online, and I'm just going to list them for you, and you just tell me how you're feeling about them. Okay, these are perfect first date activities. First one I have is sneak into someone else's pool, have a swim.
No.
No, why not?
It's illegal. And we're doing it on radio.
That's a good point. Okay, we'll rule that one out. This one I think that you will like. Not sure. I don't really know why this one was listed in a list of first date activities, but go au natural, so completely nude. What are you thinking, Mike?
Well, I'm in charge of outfits, so I can get that sorted if you
I'll
want.
pass on that.
You sure?
Yeah.
I can make it happen.
No, I'm happy.
I can just not do it
I'm
out.
more than happy to not do that.
No, he doesn't want to take off his short shorts.
You'll be pretty much going on natural in those shorts anyway, mate.
Luke and Lewis. Has your girlfriend Emily been dropping any hints recently about any days that may be coming up?
Like Valentine's Day.
Yeah. 'Cause I think girls in particular do this quite a bit, where they'll drop hints about things coming up just so you can surprise them, and then they go, I had no idea. But really they planned it. They just played chess
It's
so
really-
they could get the gift they
It's
wanted.
really just so they can brag to their friends that their boyfriend surprised them with something when they implanted it in your brain throughout a series of weeks beforehand.
Oh, yeah. Like my girlfriend manipulated me for her birthday.
Yeah.
She manipulated me 6 months out from her birthday into getting her an Apple Watch.
How did you do that?
Well, I thought I surprised her. I took her to the Apple store. I was like, oh, I need to fix my phone. And then I got her the watch there. I thought I surprised her. She told me like a week later. She goes, oh, no, don't you remember when I mentioned that 6 months ago and then kept bringing it up? I was like, oh, yeah, that wasn't my idea. That was your idea.
Just thought you were like killing the gift game. And
Yeah,
then you're
I
like-
really thought I was. She took it
Right.
away from me.
Well, Emily, I kind of didn't realize until we brought up this like discussion point today where I've realized now that perhaps she has been dropping hints, and I've just only realized this now. The other day, we're at her house, and she's in her room, and she's like, those flowers are dead, aren't they? She goes, just got them last week. Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it, that these
Yeah.
flowers are dead? And at the time, I was like, no, that's not weird, because flowers die after a week. And then I just left the room.
Yeah, see, that's if you didn't realize that was hint, that's the kind of thing
Now,
that gets
I realised now it was definitely like, hey,
Yeah.
need new flowers for Valentine's Day. But at the time, I was just like, mate, you don't know anything about flowers.
Well,
And then, come to think of it, she also said in the car the other day, I really like flowers.
yeah, that's a little bit less
But
subtle.
we were looking at flowers, like in someone's lawn.
Yeah.
And I
But
was like-
you see flowers a lot. She could bring that up at
Yeah.
any time. She'd be like, I'm going to wait for the next time
Yeah.
I see leaves and then bring up plants. And then my favourite plant is a flower.
Yeah.
Specifically. the
Has your
sky.
girlfriend dropped a hint?
I don't even know if this is a hint. I think this is absolutely blatant. I got a text today, and Valentine's Day is tomorrow. I think she may have left this hint a little late. I just got a text out of the blue. We hadn't texted for 2 hours, so I just get this. Hey, my work address is this, and then she leaves her address. And then she goes, just in case you were wondering, didn't want any deliveries to go astray in the next few days.
That's not even subtle.
No, that is send me a gift tomorrow,
Yeah.
or tomorrow I will schedule in a fight.
Yeah.
But it's too late. You know, it's tomorrow, so you get nothing, babe. Malcolm Turnbull, please come home.
Why does Malcolm Turnbull need to come home? Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull. Okay, so he's overseas at the moment.
Yes.
Everyone knows that.
He is overseas.
The only reason I know this is because as soon as he left, everything in Australian politics started to go wrong.
Yeah.
Now, that's not saying I'm necessarily pro Malcolm Turnbull. I'm just
Yeah.
anti Barnaby Joyce.
Yeah, we're not exactly pro Malcolm Turnbull, but we are definitely anti anyone else running the country, because as soon as Turney left, everything has just exploded.
I'd love to see Warwick Capper give it a crack, but that's a whole other issue.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Warwick
There's
Capper,
other people more qualified.
please run Australia. That's how this should have started. But Malcolm Turnbull has left Parliament at the moment. He's overseas. And Barnaby Joyce is the acting Prime Minister, and just about it was like a few days before Malcolm left, a giant scandal came out that Barnaby Joyce has been cheating on his wife with a former staffer. Well, that at the time was a current staffer, but is now just works within Parliament. Basically, 2 doors down is the argument. He's, the former staffer, just around the corner though.
Yeah.
So what's happening is everyone is now calling for the current, effective Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce to immediately resign because...
So if he resigns, what do we do? That's where Warwick comes in.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, is there a vice-vice?
I don't know. I don't think there is there?
What do we do? Just get Julia Gillard back and go just fill in for a couple of days?
Yeah, well, hopefully she isn't cheating on her husband.
Julia can keep it in her pants. Barnaby, not so much.
Yeah, he's not doing very well. So yeah, I think that's really the main thing is Turnbull needs to come back really quick before Barnaby Joyce resigns. It's a race at this point.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what Barnaby's going to do next as well? I'm sure there's more staffers in the mix. Or do you reckon Barnaby's learned his lesson?
Well, I don't know. I think if Barnaby had the ability, there might be a few more, but I don't think too many women are keen on. But like, if a guy who walked up to you and was like, "Hi, I'm Barnaby," I don't think any girls being like, "Ooh."
Not, hi, I've been making scandalous headlines for 2 weeks. It's just the name alone.
It's like physical appearance aside, jobs aside, personality. It's any dude. Like no woman's like, "Ooh, Barney." I don't think they'd be into it.
That sounds like that's what his mum would have said when she heard about the scandal.
Oh, Barney.
That's what he gets called when he's in trouble. That's what Malcolm would have been overseas, heard about the news, called him up, been like, Barney.
It's Luke and Lewis. That brings us to the end of the show.
We did it. We made it. Another show, locked and loaded, complete.
Done.
Finished.
Finito.
And other synonyms.
Mike, do you have any words?
No, he's too nervous about his date tomorrow.
Yeah, how are you feeling about your date, man? You excited for it?
I'm excited. Liz seems nice, so it should be nice to meet her. I just wish you guys weren't there.
Yeah, look. No, I think it'll be great, man.
That's the only reason this date's going to go well. That's why you couldn't find a date, because you haven't been taking us on your dates.
No, I wasn't looking for one.
Okay. Yeah. Really? All right, sure. I mean, you were begging. Please, I really want to wear these new shorts that I bought on this date. I don't have an occasion to wear them. I need you to find me a date.
Can I please wear a headphone so you guys can talk to me throughout the date? Please, I need your love advice.
That's exactly what you said, Mike.
And we said, hey, mate, look, we didn't want to do this on the show, but we thought, hey, if we're going to do it, we might as well make everyone a part of it.
No, you don't need to pay me, all right? Put the money away. I'll do it for free. We need content for our show anyway, all right? So we're going to do it. You excited for your date now?
Woo! Let's do it.
There we go. He's into it. All right, the date's tomorrow. That's the end of the show. We'll see you later. It's Luke and Lewis.